Okay, we're going to fix this. I see what the problem was. I did not have the right variables. Let's try this again. We had header 1, 1, header 1, 2. It should have been header 1, 2, which these are wrong. Okay, that one's fine. Header 1, 2. And this should have been header 2, 1. So it's better to get this all sorted out and then don't mess with it anymore. And header 2, 2. So let's try it again. Okay, we got John, John. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. And, well, we're not going to do the flip page because we haven't got that worked out yet. We could, let's see. Yeah, we don't have that worked out yet. So, and another thing too, all these text, I'm wondering if it will let us set the font to this. So, just to get that out of the way. And then the body, we're going to make that bigger. And we probably should have made them bold. Oh, well, the body will make bold. So, the body text, let's do like 108 and bold. Make this bold and 108. We might regret that big thing. Make it bold, and you can set yours any way you want it. It's just that if I've just got 7 words, there's going to be a lot of blank space. And especially if this is like on an app, they're not going to be seeing very well. You need to make it that they can see as easy as possible. And if like some of the words get chopped off, then what you do, you'd make the font smaller. And see, like this 108, it might be kind of small. So this doesn't have anything here. We've got to check this on the next page. Okay, so next what we're going to do is on the flip part, we're going to be setting some pages too. So we've got the visual text on the open book. On the turn one page. Okay. Okay, so if it's next, we'll work on next first. We're going to, eventually we're going to set the flip page text, but we're not going to right this second. We're just going to worry about the visible pages. So we're going to page, we're going to increment the current page 1 by 2, and the same thing for the page 2. Current page 2. Okay, and then we need to know the page count. So we're going to go ahead and grab that random verse that we saved, or random page that we saved. And so, if page, current page 2 is greater than or equal to pages count, or current page 1 is greater than equal to pages.count. Then we're going to let that next button go. We're going to show it. Otherwise, it's we're not going to show it. Okay. So if the current page is less than the page count, then we don't want them clicking next. That's what I'm getting at. So we'll say next button. Game object set active. False. So what are we going to do on the previous? So we've changed our transform, we've done our rotate, and we're going to minus 2 pages. Control copy to copy this. Okay. And we're going to subtract 2. And here we're going to check for less than or equal to 0. So that we don't have to do a lot of typing, we're going to copy this. Control V. And we'll say if page 2 is less than or equal to 0, or page 1 is less than or equal to 0, then we're going to say the previous is not active. Okay, so let's see if we flip in pages. Now we still have just got our basic text on the flip page. We're working about the visible pages first. So let's open this. Okay, there were giants in the earth in those days and also after that. Okay, so that's not good. See, what did we do? You know what I think we didn't do? I think we did not set visible text. Let's check and see. We didn't. So, underneath these page counts, that's where we set our visible text. We need to do it for each one. Now let's try this again. So this is what programming is all about, try and error. If you have someone that can just sit down and do it right the first time, chances are they're not doing anything that's very complicated or that they've had to put much thought in. Okay, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. This is what, 91:2. My God, in Him will I trust. Okay, that's better. So let's close that. Let's get a different one. Should be different. Genesis, there were giants in the earth, and after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old. You know, people never preach on Genesis 6. So we can make the text bigger. We can make the text bigger for the headers and footers, but I'm going to leave that to you. I'm just going to work on the mechanics of it right now, of getting it right. So right now, this looks good. Now we need to set the invisible text. We'll see if we can do that real quick. Well, there's nothing real quick. So, or set the flip page text. So, turn one page. After we set the rotation, but before we actually start the update, that's when we need to set the flip page text, because it's going to be going, it's going to be flipping, you know, going around like that. So we set a rotation, and so let's say set flip page. This is one we're going to create. Set flip page. And we're going to send it 2 pages. We're going to send the current page and anyway, we're going to send it 2 pages. So like if it's next, we're going to send it the page on the right hand and then the next page after that. So we'll say page dot current page 2, comma, and then we're going to send it another page. Page dot current page 2 plus 1. Because we want one that we've not actually seen yet. And we're going to set flip page again, page text, for the previous, but we're going to send different pages. So Control copy. And this is after our rotation. And this one we're going to send current page 1 minus 1, and then just the current page 1. Okay. So now we need to go down here and set the flip page text. And we're probably going to get to copy some of this text here to save us some typing. Let's go ahead and copy this just to save some typing. Okay? Copy. Paste. And then we're going to call this set flip page text. Okay? We've got our page. We've got, instead of 1 and 2, that's kind of confusing. I'm going to say right and left. Right and left. And 1 and 2 was okay on the other one, but this flip page, it can get pretty confusing. Okay. So, they're all the headers as spaces. And then we're going to have to say up here, int page and int right page. Those are the ones we're setting in it. We'll have the left page and then the right page. So it would be like, anyway, it'll all work out. One way or the other, it'll all work out. So footer 1, I'm going to change all these to L's. And left. And so this first question is we're going to check for the right page. If it's less than the pages.count that we grabbed up here, then we're going to say right page equals, and instead of current page and stuff, we're going to use right page. Page. And then the body is going to be, instead of current page 1, we're going to use body. Right page. And then the header can just be the title, that's fine. And then on the left page, we're going to check for if left page is less than the count. Page. Then the left would be, instead of this current page 2, it's going to be left page plus 1. And that's the count. And then the body is going to be the left page body. And then the header doesn't matter. And these here we use instead of ones, we're using all twos because now we're using the flip page and we set those all as twos. So we're just left and right all down the row. Left and right. Left and right. Left and right. Okay. We can put some testing things up here if we want to, but we're going to wait and see if we need them first. So, and then let's do our flipbook. See if we've got everything. So, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. Let's see what happens. Oh, we got to start it first. Sign but never used. You know what? That said it was assigned but never used. I'm pretty sure we intended to use everything. 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. Well, we'll try it again. Okay. Let's open it. Okay. This is Psalms 82. So it's only got 2 pages, so there's nothing to flip. So let's close it. Uh-oh. We need to check that, don't we? Let's try this again. This is 3 pages, so let's go next. So we want, when it goes up this way, we want things desperately big, and who can know? So we want that, it. And we're missing some of our buttons. So we're going to do some debugging in the next one. So okay, well, anyway, let's see, what can we do? In the beginning, that's good. 2 of 3, 3. Where's the word? Let's click X. So, closed. Anyway, I'm going to see about setting that to the original. There were giants. And we don't have our right button, so we need to check that. Let's do that now, instead of just saving everything for later, okay? Let's see what's going on here. On brand new, we said the previous button was false, and the next button was false. And if it's greater than 2, we said next button's active. So it's probably up here in the rotate on the turn 1 page that we need to set our game object. Okay, let me see this code that I've got over here, what I missed. So if page 2 is less than or equal to 0, or current page 1 is less than or equal to 0, pre-button set active equals false. And let's see, what have we got here? Probably up at the top, we need to set these both to true. That would help that. Next button and pre-button, let's set those both to true. Active. Okay. And we'll do the same thing for previous button. Let's see. Well, let's try this again. Oh, here we go. flip header to is never assigned to, will always default to null. Well, we will look at that in a second. I think those was ones we might make them null because I don't like a bunch of warnings. Okay, we do not have the left previous, that's okay. Now we do, that's good. Now we got 5 pages here. Now on this one, let's try to watch it when it goes through. It looks to me like we've got the, let's try it again, searched. So, and it may be that we don't want to put the text on them till we're done. Do you see how that kind of filled up before we got over? And I didn't like that. Let's see if okay. So let's see if we can make that not go quite so quick. Okay. Flip page, turn one page. I'm going to right click and find all references. Okay. Okay, that's okay. But next, set visible page. I'm wondering if we should do that when we stop, let's see, and not if that would look better. Okay, so let's go to the turn page. I really need regions here, but we didn't do it. Next time we will. Turn one page. Okay, set visible text. Okay, so this has already started the rotation, but we need it on the update. It's been a while since we've messed with update. Okay, transform once per frame, update, time.delta time. If clicked is false. So, wonder what happens if we say set visible text. We can always comment that out. Okay, so let's try this again. Now wings. Maybe before we set visible text, we should set up the spaces. Merciful, merciful. Okay, well, you know, let's go ahead and set up the spaces first, and then past that, I don't know that we need to set it to spaces, because if you actually turn a page, we would want it to whatever it is. Anyway, I'm going to think about that, and in the next video, we're going to clean this up, and then we're going to put in a skybox and some particle effects, okay?